What is the deal? So, this is day number 3 of my 5-day juice cleanse, and I'm gonna try to give an update of where I am right now, how I'm feeling, and tired is how I'm feeling. But I'm gonna do an update of where I am, how I'm feeling, and then try to just share some encouragement with somebody. So, man, today was. I woke up today. I woke up feeling great. I woke up this morning at like 5:15, and I didn't get out of the bed, but I laid in the bed and I did my morning prayer. I have a devotional app that I use on my phone. Let me tell y'all what that is because I really like it. I actually have a couple of devotional apps that I go between. One is the You devotion, and the other is it's not really a devotional more than it is um, like a Bible, I guess. Or actually, it's let me see. So it's called Devo Hub. So I like those two devotionals. But anyway, I got up at like 5 something and I did that and I laid around and then I got out of the bed and washed my face, brushed my teeth, and put on some clothes for the day. I went and ran some errands and I came home. I was feeling great this morning. I came home and then my wife um, told me that hey, let's get the juice. I want to start today. So I was like, all right, let's go. I'm trying to like go before she changes her mind. So we're going, and as we're on our way to um, the juice place to pick up her 3-day juice supply or regimen or however you want to call it, I start feeling like crazy, man. I'm like, man, something is wrong with me. Like I'm feeling lightheaded. Like at one point, like I was driving, and she was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm driving." And I was like, in the like in my lane, but not in my lane so much. And she's like, "You need to pull over and let me drive." I was like, "Nah, I'm good." And then I was like, "Hey, I'm in a bad way." So what happened was I got up this morning and I was feeling so good that I didn't remember to get my juice for the morning to get my day started. So here it is, like 1:38, and I hadn't even opened juice 2 yet. I just not too long ago drank juice 1. So that for me showed me a couple of different things. Like it showed me one that I can do my mornings without, like, my mornings consisted of every morning, man, I was getting up and I was going to Chick-fil-A on the way to work, and I was getting a chicken biscuit, or I was going to Whataburger getting a sausage biscuit. So this is showing me that, like, I can use a juice, I can use a protein shake, I can use fruit in the mornings for breakfast, because for me breakfast was the hardest meal of the day for me, because lunch, I eat at the school, or if I bring leftovers I'll eat that, but I don't like just overeat at lunch. But breakfast, man, like I'll go to the taco place and I'll get me like 4 tacos for me. I like breakfast. So but this has taught me that breakfast is something that doesn't have to be hard for me. It doesn't have to be a challenge for me. But man, I got in a bad way because I didn't get my juice. So when we got to the juice place for my wife, I ended up buying the number, like the one juice, the one starter juice. I ended up buying that one and drinking it, and I like immediately started feeling better. And then the kids got hungry, so we ordered them pizza, and of course I'm in the passenger seat, and I'm holding this pizza, and man, this pizza smells amazing. It looks good. So I got some plates from the pizza place, and I'm giving the kids their pizza, and I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. Like, as I'm giving the kids their pizza, man, I'm licking my finger. I'm sampling, like the grease. I'm just like, cause I wanted some of that pizza so bad. But if you would have told me Monday that I would have still been going Wednesday and I would have felt good about it Wednesday, I would have said, nah, I don't think I can make it. Because I didn't think I could make it Monday. Yesterday I had a good day, but I wasn't sure about today. Now that I've made it to today, my mind is telling me this. You're not going to make it till Thursday and then quit. You have one more day, see this thing through, finish it out. And I do something in the mornings too that I really encourage everybody to do. Like, find something motivational or inspirational to listen to every morning to just kind of get you going and get you in the right frame of mind. One of the things that I listen to and that I do in the mornings is motivational speeches. And some of my favorite speakers are, of course, Les Brown. I love me some Les Brown. I love Eric Thomas. And one of my favorites is Zig Ziglar. And I was listening to a Zig Ziglar speech. And Zig said, you have to make a choice to take a chance or your life will never change. And I thought about, like, this health journey that I'm on. Like, I made a choice to take a chance so that I could change my life. But if I had not made this choice, things would not have begun to get in motion for me to change my life for the better. And change is difficult. Change is something that, like, we're resistant to because it's different. It's unfamiliar. And there's a certain type or level of fear that comes along or is associated with things that are unfamiliar to us. But one of the things that I had to understand that I needed to do for me, if I was really going to be committed to change, was that I had to be open to change. And being open to change meant that I needed to seize the small opportunities. Like, this 5-day juice cleanse was a small opportunity that I could seize to show myself that I can make these positive changes. And I don't know what changes you want to make in your life, what adjustments that you want to make, but, like, just be open to the small opportunities that life presents you every day to make a change. Like, say sorry if you need to say sorry, or get up 5 minutes earlier, or go to bed 5 minutes earlier. I don't know what it is for you, but whatever it is, like, don't try to have the massive change happen overnight. Like, seize the small opportunities and then grow from there. One thing that I'm learning and I'm knowing from this now, just seeing the results, like I feel kind of jittery from this, but I know why. Like, I'm drinking juice 5 times a day, but I'm showing myself that I can eat healthier, that I can do things, and this is teaching me that big changes don't always come in big packages. Sometimes big changes come in small packages. Sometimes, like, the biggest change comes with just starting. Like, this is an opportunity for me to take a small change and develop it into something big. And that's what my goal is with this. I spent so much time waiting on life to give me a full-grown tree that was already bearing fruit. And you know what life kept offering me time and time and time again? Life kept offering me seeds. Life kept saying, here, take these seeds, plant them, do the work to grow it. I wasn't interested in doing the work. I wanted the growth, but I wasn't necessarily interested in doing the work that it took to get me to where I wanted to be, or where I needed to be, or where I always saw myself. It didn't matter if it was in my personal life or in my professional life. That work is tough. It's one of those things where you look around and say, man, this is easier said than done, or this is too difficult for me, or I don't want to do this. Or you see opportunities to where, like, you don't want to do the work because you're tired, or whatever the case may be. But I finally decided that I was going to take some of those seeds that life was giving me, and I was going to plant them, and I was going to cultivate them, and I was going to grow them. I was going to be invested in doing the work. And that's where I am now. And I'm telling you, it's not easy. My brother Reggie told me this a long time ago. He said if it was easy, everybody would be doing it and everybody would be successful. But good things take hard work. They take dedication. They take you making up your mind that it's worth doing. And that's what I've done for myself. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm in the process. Let me rephrase that, because I haven't done it yet. I'm kind of like Paul. Not that I've attained, but like I'm working towards my goal. But I know what my goal is, and now I'm not afraid to work. I'm not ashamed of working on the things that I need to work on. Some of the things that keep us from changing is being ashamed to admit that I have some things that I need to change, because we all in our own right feel perfect. We all in our own way feel like I got it together and I'm not going to make any mistakes, or I'm doing it this way because I have my way of doing it. But that doesn't mean that there aren't some things that you can tweak in your life to help make you better. So for me, the first thing that I wanted to tweak was getting the mental side under control. Like telling myself I can do this. Like making my brain and my mind align with things that I already believe, that are already like there but not being applied. Like I grew up in church. I preach. I do a lot of stuff like with faith, but I can't sit here and tell you that I've always put the things that I believed into practice. And that's what I'm working on now, putting what I believe into practice, like setting a goal in my mind and then envisioning it. Last night, before I went to bed, and this is something that I'm going to start doing every night. They say that if you can do it for 30 days straight, then it will become a habit and you'll begin to see things manifest in your life and see things happen. So what I started doing last night, and last night was night one for me, was I just focused on one thing that I wanted to change in my life. One thing. And I got that thing in my mind and I locked in on it. I saw myself doing it. I saw myself making the change. I saw myself being the result of the change, and I focused on it for 30 minutes. That's all I did. I just thought about it. And I released any negative thought that came to my mind that told me that I couldn't do it. I released any fear, because like I said, your mind, your brain creates realities for you that don't even exist. So if it can create a reality for me that doesn't exist, and then I believe it and manifest it and make it a reality, then it can do just the opposite. It can create something for me that I want to exist, that I desire to have existing in my life. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. And for 30 days, I'm just taking this one thing, and I'm going to be focusing on that for 30 days. And in 30 days, I fully expect to see my mind, my body, and my spirit all come in alignment, because this is what I'm putting my focus on. And then once I achieve and attain that, I'm going to find me something else to focus on. And I'm going to find me something else to focus on. But all of my energy, all of my being, I'm going to center on this one thing that I have decided is important enough for me to do it. So my question to you is this. Are you willing to make a choice, to take a chance, to make a change? It's that simple. Like, do something attainable. Do something that you know you can change. Like I felt like I could do the 5 days. But the 7 days, I didn't think I would be successful. New Year's is coming up. I factored in a lot of things. The weekend is coming up. I factored in all of these things. So I did something that I felt like I could attain, that I could achieve. And that's what I encourage you to do. Make a choice to take a chance, to make a change. Your life depends on it. Your life is worth it. Hey guys, I love y'all. I promise I'll do. I'll be back tomorrow, Thursday, with day 4. I'm making this, but guess what? I'm not gonna stop at day 4 and day 5. I'm gonna keep coming with encouragement, and I'm gonna keep tracking my journey. All right, guys, I love y'all. I promise.